We have our holidays, we have Sukkot, we have to prepare to make sure that it's really comfortable. How comfortable? How comfortable does it have to be? Comfortable enough for you to sleep in. Why? Because that's the commandment. That's the commandment. You have to sleep inside the sukkah. The guy, the man has to sleep in a sukkah. The wife is not obligated to sleep in a sukkah. Now the Baruch HaBa. Erev Tov. Thank you for coming. שמעתי עליכם, תזכו מצוות, תודה רבה לכם, תודה רבה לשם. Baruch Hashem, this is a Holocaust survivor. So please rise, give some kavod. ברוכים הבאים. כן, כן, make it, please. Not a surprise. You should have told me. I would have prepared. Let him sit, please. Let him sit. Baruch Hashem. It's one of the most amazing things is when his wife, we just met recently, and she told me that they're watching the shiurim. I said, Baruch Hashem. I have all types of people watching the shiurim. Shtabach Shem Alad. So, Yom Kippur, you're obligated to sleep in the sukkah. It's very, very important. If you can't sleep in a sukkah because it's too hot, then it's not a sukkah. It's a tent for camping. So you have to put, so this year, B'ezrat Hashem, I'm going to try to see, put something, we have the fan already, I'm going to try to see maybe I can put an air conditioner in a sukkah. It's so hot. But you have to do it. Now what happens, I have a few students that live in apartments. And not everybody has a balcony. And even if you have a balcony, not everyone allows people to build a sukkah on a balcony. And this is not Israel where no one, lo sim cheshbon. In Israel, you build it, you don't ask the landlord anything, you just do whatever you want. Here in America, you do whatever you want, they take down your sukkah. So, you can't do whatever you want. So, as far as sukkah, if you're able to build, obviously. If you can't build, then to eat, you have to find a place to eat. You have to find a place to eat your sukkah. You're not allowed to eat bread outside of the sukkah. You have to find a place to eat. And sleep, if you can't find a sukkah to sleep in, then you sleep, then you're patul, you're anus. You stay at home. Now, if you mamash don't have any friends, and you can't find someone to host you, to go to their sukkah and have dinner there, or you just can't make it there, you don't feel good. This is a real reason, not an excuse, like you don't feel like, it's a, like me, where you're suffering at 72 degrees. Mamash, you have a real reason of why you can't go. You don't have somebody no one's inviting you, whatever the reason is, then you're anus. Then you could eat at home. But in reality, you are missing out on one of the biggest mitzvot in the Torah. So you have to do whatever you can to find a way to, at the very least, eat at the sukkah. And Baruch Hashem, in America, one of the advantages that we have is that it's very easy to be Jewish. Even though there's 40% anti-Semitism, it's still very easy to be Jewish in most of America. So almost every single place, synagogue, sometimes restaurants, they have a sukkah. So you can go eat at the sukkah. So even if you don't have any friends, you have a synagogue. So go to the synagogue. The synagogue has a sukkah. The second thing about Sukkot is that there is a little bit of a confusion about these Sukkot that they made popular over the last few years. I forgot what they're called, but you pretty much put the pieces together. It's like Lego, and they have 3 strings on the side, because you're supposed to have something that's like the equivalent of a wall. And there's halakha of how it's supposed to be a difference in space between each string. The problem is with those strings, or the felt, is that if wind comes, the felt moves. The strings move. And if it moves even an inch, it's pasul. The whole sukkah is pasula. So you have to replace those things. That's what comes with the sukkah itself when you buy it from the store. So you have to replace it either with metal poles that you connect from one side to the other on all three sides, or with like a plastic or a wooden fence, like small, like 1 foot fence. I went to a Home Depot yesterday. It's like $10, $12 each one of these little fences. You get, depends how big your sukkah is, 3, 4, 5 of them, however many you need, and you have a kosher sukkah. And the reason why, because if you stay with just those strings, you might as well stay at home. It's no sukkah. So it's a very, very big mitzvah, but it's a very easy mitzvah to ruin. Very easy mitzvah to just not do right. So that's the second thing. Third thing is, it's extremely important to learn Torah in a sukkah. You have to spend, especially the man. The man has to spend as much time in the sukkah as possible, to such an extent that the Mekubalim said you shouldn't leave the sukkah at all, the whole holiday. Even to go to the bathroom, in the old days, they would go next to the sukkah. They would go next to the sukkah, they would cover their, obviously, but they would try to do everything possible not to leave the sukkah, even to go to Bekneset. Lulav, everything that we do inside the sukkah. They say there's such big kedusha being in the sukkah, you shouldn't leave it. Now, today, obviously, things are a little bit different. You still go to the Bekneset and so on, but you get the point. The point is, be in the sukkah as much as possible. If you're learning, learn in the sukkah. If you're eating, eat in the sukkah. As much time as you can spend in the sukkah, spend. That's why it's good that tomorrow, before the Chag starts, you have only a day and a half before the Chag starts. Spend as much time as you can preparing. You need to put a few extra fans, put a few extra fans. If you could put air conditioner, put air conditioner. Whatever you got to put in there just to make it comfortable. Because if it's not comfortable, it's not a sukkah. So those are the few things. Now,
B'Shem Hashem Na'aseh V'Natzliach, we're very excited to offer you the new Be'ezrat Hashem app 3.0. It's a newer, faster app full of Torah, lots of Kedusha by the shiurim that we do, myself, Rav Ephraim, Rav Chaim, where you'll have also newer features where you're able to use the app while you're using other applications on your phone. You'll be able to share the lectures directly from the app. You'll be able to donate online and support our Kiruv and our Torah work that we're doing. And the most exciting feature is that you'll be able to actually ask questions directly on the app and get answers from the rabbis directly from the app. This is something unprecedented, and Baruch Hashem will be able to offer it. Thank you again for all of your support. Check it out. Make sure you have the kosher Torah that will re-energize your neshama each and every single day. Call to B'chava Tzlacha.